Hello everyone, Kathy from the Daily Marker here. How are you today? I am back for day 5. I'm still standing and I have a video for you today. I'm going to be using this Power Poppy image. There's a Power Poppy hop and a giveaway, but I stamped a whole bunch of these little mini cards. I'm trying out this Spectrum Aqua watercolor markers. And they have paper too, and it's nice and bright and white, just like Tim Holtz. I love it. So this is the first time I've used these, and I'm really pleased. They're like a glitter marker, and they were really easy to use. So you're kind of seeing me use them. I played around for like 30 seconds before I started this video. Underneath my palette is, some other paper, and you can see the difference in the brightness. Now I needed some water. I was too lazy to get up and go to the sink, so I grabbed my La Croix water. There's no sodium, no sugar, just has a little bit of lime. So I enjoy drinking them. Okay, anyway, these are glitter watercolor markers, and you have to shake them. Now you unscrew this barrel, there's a green ring, and you take it off, and then it's good to go. You have to shake it up really, really good the first time. And then once you squeeze it, some always comes out for the first time. So you could put it in a palette and save that and color from it. I thought I would show you what it looks like, on this scrap piece of paper. They also have kind of like a blender pen or a clear marker with glitter that you can blend out that color in. So this is a long video. I'm going to try and get through it and chop it up and make it a little shorter. So I always like to outline usually in blue. I've been doing this for a long time. So I'm using blue today, and of course I want to fade it out. So I'm going to use the I got 3 of these clear, and I realized that this one hasn't been pushed to get the color to come down into the barrel, and I'm impatient here, so I'm checking it and it's not working. This is 2 or 3. I did get one going, so I'm going to use my water brush that I had on. I like to use water brushes without any water inside. It just kind of oozes out too much for me, but I like the way the brush works with the watercolors and paper. So there's a lot of different ways you can use these Spectrum Aqua markers. You can use them direct to paper. You can water them down. You can put them on your craft mat. You can put them in a palette. They're really handy. They're great for travel. I haven't traveled with them, but I know because you just grab the markers and they're lightweight. Some of my palettes I travel with, and they're a little bit heavier. So anyway, they have a really luscious glitter, and it's really pretty. I really enjoyed working with them. So I'm going to go ahead and move this color around. I just want to fade that out towards the right side of my card, and then I'm going to go ahead and do another one off camera, another background while this one dries. Can always use a heat gun, but hey, why not if you've got the time? So my heat gun's not plugged in, or I was going to zap it, so forget about that. I'm going to get situated here, and I want to show you one of my markers did not pop open to fill the barrel, so I took a stick pin and I just poked it in the center there, and that worked like a dream. So if you buy these and you come up with that, just keep that in mind. That's the easy problem to solve. So always give it a nice good shake to mix the glitter in there. And this is the first time I've opened this one, so I'm going to squeeze it in that palette. I'm not going to waste any paint. And I thought I would show you how luscious the color is on this scrap piece of paper here, and then I'm going to blend that out. So I'm using that just the clear glitter pen to soften that line and make it more of a gradient color. So always make sure that tip is clean before you put it back into the lid. So I'm going ahead and right now, right here, just taking some of that clear and just wanted to soften those lines again. Now I'm going to get ready to color the bird, and I want to show you how easy it is to use the tip to the paper. The tip is kind of a medium tip for me, so you have to be careful when you're using smaller images. But I'm only coloring a portion of this, and then I'm going to blend it out, diffuse the color with the clear marker. And the glitter is so pretty. So if I get too much on my brush or I want to remove more of that color, I'll dab it on the rag, and I'll just continue doing that. Now there's some areas I wanted to add more concentrated color, and I wanted to control the flow a little bit better. So I'm using the clear pen to pick up some of that color in the palette. I know you're saying like, duh, I can see that. So anyway, okay, now I'm going to do the other bird. So while I do this, I don't do a ton of watercolor. I really do enjoy it. And I have discount codes and a giveaway on my blog, TheDailyMarker.com. You'll have to look for the blog hop, and in that post, if you leave a comment, I'm giving away 4 spots to online card classes. And this is not a paid advertisement or anything. I'm bringing this up because they have some wonderful watercolor classes, and there's some people, some of you who are taking their classes, and I'm seeing the work that people are showing in the coloring challenge, and it's phenomenal. I just haven't had any time to watch the videos, and I'm dying to, because the techniques that Dawn is teaching, like, people are doing it, and it's just exquisite. So that's why I'm bringing that up. Now I've already have the red on my cardinals here, and I've squirted some orange into my palette, and I'm using a fine tip brush so I can really control these small areas. I'm bringing some orange in. I think I'm bringing orange in. Oh, no, I'm doing brown right now. Now I'm squirting some orange in. So I added a little brown highlight to the red, and now I'm going to, as you can see, using the marker, adding a little spot of orange, and then I'm going to blend that out with my fine tip brush. And when you look close, just having a few different colors in the bird, it gives it a little bit more interest. And it's really super easy to do, and that's why I like to do it. But I mean, there's so much information out there. But so you could call me a beginner, because anyway, enough of that. All right, I'm going to go ahead and speed this up. Well, maybe I'll wait a minute. Sorry, I'm just watching myself, and I don't know if you want to see this or not, but it's always important to have a cloth nearby if you need to dry off your brush. And if the brush is too wet, it's just going to mute out and then spread out through the lines. Also, the ink that I used is Simon Says Stamp Black ink. There's a lot of water inks you can use with watercolors. So the ink is always important, though, that use the right ink. Now I'm just testing out this other color. I'm going to move on to the bowls, and just want to see how this waters down and what I want to use. So just cleaning up my area a bit, and starting on this bowl. When you're watercoloring, you want to let a certain area dry, and then like for example, the bowls. I'm going to start in the middle. It's probably better to start at the top, but since the bird is wet, I want to stay away from that and give it time to dry or zap it with a heat gun. So I'm going to skirt around and jump with the bowls because I don't want my watercolors to all mush together. Now look at that purple. Isn't that gorgeous and rich? These colors are just luscious. You know, the colors compare to the Zig marker colors. But I've heard some of the Zigs don't blend out so well, but who knows? I don't know. These come in a set of 3, which is really nice as well. I also need to give a shout out. These markers were gifted to me to try, and I'm very grateful for that. Jody from Hallmark Scrapbook and Crafts sent these to me to see how I'd like them, and so that was like Christmas getting that package at my door. Also, she gave me this watercolor paper, which I love. See how it's bright white compared to the paper on the left, and then a storage system to put these in. I would guess that you could use the same Copics to store in the same container, and I'm going to give that away because I'm not going to use that. So I'll have that giveaway on my blog, and then Power Poppy will have a giveaway as well. Lots of giveaways this week. I have to get so organized, it gets confusing for me. Okay, so now I'm testing out some greens I'm going to use on the bowls and the leaves, and I'm going to speed this up because, like I said, this is a long video and I know your time is precious and I'm just babbling on. Okay, so I did speed this up and I'm just going to finish these bowls. I'm just adding a little color and then blending it out with either their clear glitter brush or my paintbrush, but you'll see. And then I'll be dabbing off some color as well. Now this time I'm adding some to the craft mat because my palette's too full with too many waters. So if you're new to the challenge and you're like, I want to do this, but you're already on day 5, that does not matter. Just count day 5 as either your day 1 or just count it as day 5, or don't count it at all. I just count it so that I can keep track, and then other people like to count it too. But you can jump in anytime. You don't need to count. Don't look back. You don't have to start at day 1. This is supposed to be easy and fun and no pressure at all. I just want you to pick up something to color with, take a deep breath, and relax and unwind from your busy day. We're all so busy all the time. So that's the goal of the challenge, just for you to carve out like 5 minutes of time for yourself. And then I have lots of fun giveaways along the way, and it's been such a great sharing, loving community on Instagram. And there's a lot of gorgeous art loaded up on my blog on day 1. That's where you load up there. And I need to try and find time to comment on those blogs. Sorry about that. My phone was ringing through my computer. I'm just finishing up these bowls here, and I will probably heat set this with my heat gun, and then you'll have to click over to my blog to see the final card, because while I'm uploading the video, I will be finishing the card. But I used a white gel pen to add some little dots around the rims of the bowls and some little hatch marks. And I used a white gel pen to add some white feathers to the little white gel pen feathers to the feathers. So I guess they're white accents to the birds. I feel like I totally failed at this video, but I appreciate you if you're watching to the end, and the next one will be better, I promise. Have an awesome weekend and keep on taking time for yourself. You guys are just blowing me away every day with your entries. And let me just reiterate one more time, anyone can do the challenge. You can color anything. There are no prompts. I want this to be as free and as simple as possible. So you can color anything with any medium that tickles your fancy. And then there's the different ways to share, and I have all that on my blog. So have a great weekend. Have some relaxing time coloring, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.